We're back for part 2 of the best cast of all time. Who knows how to bring it? The Pink Ladies Social Club knows how to bring it. 1989, Sorority Pink 2, Hell Week Initiation. Welcome back to the show, everyone. I'm Jason from Barefoot. This is Squeaky Clean Adult Films. It's Wednesday. It's another audience request. Actually, all I've been doing is audience requests. You guys are getting spoiled. However, you're going to forgive me on today. A couple of y'all have said, do Sorority Pink 2, and a gentleman just said, do some Trinity Loren. So your wish is my command. There's no receipts, as the kids say. Take my word for it. I'm a trustworthy fella. Directed by Jim Holliday in his Amanda Hunter phase. This is the beginning of his career as a director. I mean, he was always a connoisseur, reviewer, behind the scenes, gatekeeper, in a good way. Bit of a know-it-all about the industry. Then he started directing under a woman's name. This is the third Jim Holliday movie we've done. Sorority Pink This, and more Sorority Stewardesses. He's been on the show multiple times though. He did a punch-up for Up and Coming. That was the first gig he ever did. Additional dialogue and such. He also worked on The Young Like It Hot. He worked with Bud Lee. And some people even say he was a co-director of that. So 5th time on the show, 3rd time directing. This is produced by the Pink Ladies. Porsche, Lynn, Angel Kelly, Nina Hartley, Jenna Fine. There's a bunch of them. I think those are historically the 4 founding members. But Barbara Dare too. Basically, they're almost all in this. And all those people I named are in this movie, except for Jenna. She worked behind the scenes. She did wardrobe and sets. And the rest of the Pink Ladies produced this and are our talent. This is the craziest cast of all time. Music, again, by the Tritones, with Sharon Kane doing the vocals. She's also in this. Patty Rhodes was our production manager. Christy Canyon even worked her way into the credits that says visitor on the set. Christy Canyon. Jim/Amanda co-wrote this with Christine Savage. She has 7 credits to her name, all Jim Holliday movies, and that's about it. We'll have a lot to talk about with the cast at the end. This was 89 minutes, clean cuts 22 minutes. We're talking PG. We have 3 uses of hell, but this is called Hell Week. 4 shits, and Brittany Morgan's butt. She's got like a thong leotard on. She's laying on the bed giving dialogue, and it's just Britt Morgan's butt. I don't think many people will complain about that, including YouTube, because who's going to tell a woman she can't wear a thong leotard? Not me. You watch this and I'll meet you in 22 minutes.
Hi. Hello. Hi. Well, ladies, welcome to Hell Week.
Hey, you guys, I just talked to Yvonne, and Hell Week is a go.
Oh, God.
In fact, she wants to start right away.
That girl. You mean we're going to lock him up for a whole week again?
Yeah, sure. Of course, like we do every year.
Are you sure that the place is secure enough, though? No problem.
I know, we do a lot of silly stuff, you guys.
By the way, I gave Dee Dee permission to leave the house. She has to see Easy Ed about a failing grade. She'll know what to do.
Hey, Ed, what's the deal? How come the F on the exam?
Cheerleader, hi. Oh, hey, lost boys, they're on a roll. I like it. They're winning, you know. Keep it up. Keep them going. Do things right.
Ed, come on, the grade? Why the F?
The F? Yeah, the F. What's an F?
Fail.
Oh, cheerleader. Jeez, what's your name?
I'm Dee
Dee
Dee,
Dee.
remember?
Yeah. Oh, you're so stupid. You know, you have here that Huey Long, when healthy, the Raiders are a good bet with Huey Long at tackle, given 7 at home or less. That's wrong.
If you don't remember correctly, that day you were talking about Louisiana legislature and whether they were going to build a dormitory or a stadium or the Raiders. No wonder I was confused. How did you expect me to know what's what?
Yeah. You seen Lou Reed's new album? It's a piece of shit.
Oh, I really need to pass this class.
Okay, I wanted to go over the voyage checklist real quick, and I brought Sarah Jane because she's the last to remember what it's actually like to go through this.
It's so great to be able to call you Lydia, not Dr. Cantrell. I don't ever see you around here much. And I wanted to ask you something. Why did they call it the Voyage of Darkness and Silence?
Well, there's a good reason for that, Sarah Jane. Some secrets need to be kept. It started back in the 50s, and the sister's name was Claudette Dillon. My sister handed it down to me.
Oh, wow.
Okay, let's get down to this. I say we start them in attic left, and blindfold them, make them lie down, and play the Rite of the Valkyries for 2 hours, okay? Then we'll take them attic right, and how about, I know what. We'll interrogate the shit out of them, okay? And then we'll go down to Kelly's room for the piranha, and then down to the John for the grab for gold.
On the grab for gold, I think it was like really obvious to me that it was like a banana with peanut butter on it, not a turd. Is there anything?
Oh, yeah, no, there's silly putty and oatmeal, and we find something real smelly to mask it.
That sounds better.
Yeah.
That's better.
Okay, next would be the roof. Okay, and I think instead of letting them think they're jumping off onto a mattress, I say we dunk them into the pool.
What about the safety factor?
Well, there's Leanne. This is her last year. And if anybody can keep those girls from drowning, it'll be her. And we'll just give her a couple other sisters for backup. I think it'd be okay.
That means we scrap the slide down the stairs?
Yeah.
It's too hard to set up. I say we dunk them and do a bombardier.
Can't do that. Leanne is the only one I know who can crack an egg and hit an open mouth at 25 feet. She just won't have time to get up there.
Let's see, then we can, I know what, we're going to the living room for the casket.
Ooh, what kind of dead animal are we going to put in there this year?
Oh, whatever comes up, Voodoo Vicky never fails.
That's true. God, that's weird.
Okay, let's see, the kitchen. Okay, then we could go back into the dining room for the firecracker maze and back to the kitchen for the Lobo Wolf sprain.
God, that feels so real. I could have sworn that was real.
I like it.
Well, that's the whole purpose of the Voyage of Darkness. Psychological terror is far worse than physical pain. As long as the blindfolds are tight, you've deprived them of their key sense. They can't see anything.
That's true. Man, that way we'll have to cut the slide down the basement stairs too, right?
Yeah.
I mean, too much work on our part, no real payoff.
Yeah, I agree. I say we do the sand pile, coffee grounds, peanut butter, lard, grease, eggs, jello, all that junk.
That was so nasty.
Lisa will be able to do the alphabet 12 times on a match. The others will be sucking grapes all hell week.
Hey, yeah, how you doing? Not so good, Joe Don, not so good. Who would have figured that Lost River could beat Bob's Car Wash College? 45-second clock and all, you understand?
Yeah.
Time!
Well, you plot Sigmas in the middle of Hell Week. I'm going to find out what the hell's going on. I wonder why none of those girls ever have fathers that are alive.
Don't even try to find out, man. It's the Cantrells, all right? Stay out of that! I got a friend, all right? I got a friend.
Good.
You want to be my friend?
You need a friend.
I.W. Harper. He's my friend. He's not in right now, but he'll be back. When I was 6 years old, my old man sent me to the store to pick up a six-pack. When I came back, my family moved.
I think that Sarah Jane has all the gumption and spunk it takes.
How's she doing in class?
Oh, she loves to read. She's a little bit too romantic at times, but she's not stupid. And she can stop Joe Don Wolfe in his tracks if she has to. I think we've got a real winner on our hands if we cultivate her properly.
Yeah, I know she's taken Aura Lee under her wing as her little sister.
Oh. Do you know if Marianne Prentice is going to be able to make it?
Oh, you mean America's premier female vocalist of the year here in my room? I don't know. She's on tour.
Stories have been told about the outrageous Marianne. Back when she was Susan Arbogast from Troy, Ohio. If my older sister were even half correct, she's a championship hellraiser. See, how did Linnea put it? She said, hellraiser, guarantee.
I know. Oh, if Marianne were here, she'd say, I'm a big star now.
Wake up, Ed. What's the word?
What's the word? The word is cover, asshole. I want you guys beating the points. I'm expecting big things from you guys next year. 8-2, 8-3, trip to the NAIAs.
You seen Joe Don Wolf anywhere? He ain't been around last couple days.
He's gone. He went underground. I haven't seen him anywhere. He's gone. He disappeared. They all do sooner or later. He'll leave a note. It'll probably be in his handwriting. Don't bother going to the police, because I tried that.
King's at 2.5.
2.5? You think I'm going to go in for 2.5? I don't care if Gretzky's playing for him or not. Just every once in a while, these guys, they just seem to disappear. It's the Cantrells.
Ah, you're drifting again, Ed. Out where the buses don't run no more. Have another drink.
Put in an order for double cheese, please, and pepperoni.
Well, well, very good. You're on your 4th set of clothes. Lisa, here is a toothbrush. Little sister, I want to see how fast you can clean the upstairs bathroom.
Yes, ma'am.
Mush. Now. No. You think the voyage of darkness and silence wasn't as punishing as it could have been. You think, because it's just me, that this is just another work detail. Wrong, pledges. Wrong. Lisa scored highest on all the pledge tests, so we let her go early. And you know what's going to happen next is the real hot box. Eyes forward. To assist me in this will be a graduate of Lost River and most esteemed sister of Upsilon Sigma. The alum I'm speaking of is Congresswoman Tiffany Vaughn. Eyes forward, pledge. You will follow me until I get you where you want to go, and you will pay Congresswoman Fong every respect. When we get there, you're going to dive on the first thing you see.
You. I know what's gonna happen.
Your diminished brain better comprehend or you're gonna wind up in an institution.
But why Joe Don? You don't need to harm him.
Ed, you're confused. If anyone was ever harmed, you would have been dead years ago. You listen. You're becoming a pain in my ass. This is your final warning.
Shut up. I know. Strange rituals. The Cantrell. I know. I know this shit. You can bet on it. I'll give you 5-1. You.
Dr. Benson. Lydia Cantrell.
Away from that, all right? You wouldn't know enough.
Yeah, well, the reason I'm calling is that I have a bit of a problem.
I know. I know this shit.
Well, I'm in Ed Skidrow's office.
You can bet on it.
Yeah. It seems that good old Easy Ed has made the final bend around the river. Yeah, I think that maybe you should take appropriate steps.
You wouldn't know enough.
I'm very sure. No doubt.
Bet.
Lost. All right. Thanks.
So, this is your private pad, huh? It's pretty crummy.
Whatever happened to, Joe Don Wolf? Has he been around?
No, that dude disappeared. I don't know what happened to him. Hey, baby, come here.
You come here.
You catch that ball game last night?
Evangeline, where are your daughters? Out in swamps and bayous. Evangeline, they've got these waters away from Louisiana, California.
In the early 1600s, the Acadians came to the New World from southern France and settled in Nova Scotia, Canada. During the French and Indian War, in the cold October of 1755, the hated British transported the few thousand Acadian French Canadians to Bayou Teche, Louisiana. They became known as Cajuns, settling in the bayous and marshlands of southwest and south central Louisiana. Along the way, a group consisting mostly of women managed to separate and kill their hated British tormentors with the help of 6 Norsemen, ancestors of the ancient Vikings almost lost in time, and by some roving gypsies. These women later bore the children of these sons of Transylvania and sons of Scandinavia and sons of the Chippewa. Living in the bayous, they were isolated. They eventually drew in some true French, some Creoles, and some Chippewa Indians. Now, the name Cantrell is true French. The Cantrell family discovered and exploited the secret of our rituals. Then it became necessary to expand our bases in order to keep the ritual alive. 7 different groups set out. One stayed in Baton Rouge, and it later became national headquarters. Another group made the long migration to California. Before the outbreak of the Civil War, they actually founded the Lost River College on the Pacific Ocean between Los Angeles and San Francisco. You, me, and all the sisters in Upsilon Sigma are linked by destiny to this unique historical chain. Now, sisters, we stand assembled today to invoke the names of Hera, Isis, Juno, Lilith, and those who have gone before to El Dorado, Valhalla, the great beyond, the keys to heaven, and the gate of the afterlife. You new initiates here today in the Sisterhood of Upsilon Sigma, this is no accident. This is your destiny. If you are prepared to take your vows, please respond with the word us.
Us. Prepare the incense. This special fragrance has been prepared from all the subtle scents of the South.
Sweet magnolia, thick honeysuckle, soft purple lilacs, beautiful azaleas, dogwood blossoms, cypress moss, and 4 colors of roses. Repeat after me. Mother, Mother Ocean.
Mother, Mother Ocean.
Mother, Mother Earth.
Mother, Mother Earth.
Sisters and daughters forever.
Sisters and daughters forever.
We swear our undying loyalty.
We swear our undying loyalty.
To the secrets and mysterious workings.
To the secrets and mysterious workings.
Of us, Upsilon Sigma.
Of us, Upsilon Sigma.
We take eternal oath.
We take eternal oath.
To listen, learn, and discern.
To listen, learn, and discern.
All this we do freely.
All this we do freely.
Without mental reservation.
Without mental reservation.
Equivocation.
Equivocation.
Or secret evasion of mind.
Or secret evasion of mind.
And now, sisters, we will introduce you to the 10 simple words that make up our secret motto. These words are the key and strength of our sisterhood, and the answers to many riddles in the sands of time. All repeat after me. We dedicate ourselves.
We dedicate ourselves
to use this knowledge wisely.
To use this knowledge wisely.
But pledge our hearts and souls.
To pledge our hearts and souls.
To the perfect unity of us.
To the perfect unity of us.
Now when I call you names, please come forward and be welcomed into the sisterhood. Orally Hebert, it's time to enter the chamber of ultimate secrecy, where men can never go, and only women are permitted to know. My cousin Lila is now running the ritual at Lost River. Twyla Chandler is the world's foremost authority on human sexuality, and the new president of the National Organization for Women. Following a successful legal career, Allison became the first female to be elected Vice President of the United States. She's a Republican. Leanne Swanson is the first female head coach in the National Football League and recently led the expansion Las Vegas Bobcats to a Super Bowl victory over the Detroit Lions. Easy Ed spent 5 years in a mental institution, underwent a lobotomy at his own request, and is currently Attorney General of the United States. Sweet Sarah Jane, the almost Miss Mississippi, is credited with single-handedly bringing the Miss America pageant to an end. She's now a novelist. Kansas farm girl Miranda Parrish went on to a major career as an adult movie star, using the name Megan Lee. One day she and Joe Don will have that baby. Joe Don Wolfe is somewhere in the deep woods of Idaho. He's fathered several lovely daughters and has everything he could ask for, except his freedom. And I deliberately disappeared down in Oaxaca, Mexico. Ridiculous recent rumors have me living in the basement of the Pentagon, but where I finally chose to go, ain't nobody knows.
Hey, real quick, before we do the post-film wrap-up, I'm going to show you a couple seconds of something. I can't give anything away. Patrick Palmer always amazing, Portia Lynn, a queen.
Jason from Squeaky Clean Adult Films.
Ah, I love Jason. I don't know him, but I love him.
And
love
so
him.
anyway,
you know him?
Yeah, I've been on his show and he's been on mine, and we're buds. I sent him a T-shirt and he it was too big for him, so he cut the sleeves off, made it into a headband, and the rest is history. So
I love it.
He's a great guy.
Wasn't that awesome? I didn't want to throw it up front. I wanted it to be like not really a flex. I wanted it just to show the people who are really still hanging around. There's more of that world to come. Now listen to Jason from 20 minutes ago. So what did you think of that? Did you like it? I liked it. I got to be honest, you know I have an honest problem. I didn't like it as much as part one. And I'm sure they were filmed back to back. Same cast, same crew, same location, same outfits, same everything. But I still liked it. I still liked it a lot, actually. Jim Holliday movies, they're very wordy. There's going to be a lot of historical facts just thrown in. There's going to be a lot of sports. They're going to be edgy. But also Jim Holliday, ensemble cast, and wordy on those categories I just said. Very wordy. Portia Lynn, Angel Kelly, both my Michigan girls. Portia Lynn's 8th time on the show. Angel Kelly's 6th time on the show. We got to get those numbers up. Portia Lynn, right before this, and this was right around the exact same time the Pink Ladies Social Club started, but Portia won the XRCO Starlet of the Year 1988. So this is coming right off the wings? Right off the wings of that. She's won a bunch of awards, but I think this was the beginning of her domination. Angel Kelly, 2 quick shots, a shot of her and Portia playing basketball, which was recycled from part 1, and then one of her just jamming with her boombox. Also Portia Lynn, opening scene, closing scene, that's it. She's barely in the movie. I think those might have been 2 things that made me not like this as much as 1. Actually, 100% true. That's what made me not like this as much as 1. Portia Lynn destroyed part 1. When she comes in with her Bob Seger rampage, we're not like those other sororities. She gave the best monologue ever. It's my favorite scene in Sorority Pink 1. And so we're kind of missing, we still have the flavors. I still like Sorority Pink 2. I'm not trying to be a jerk, but we are kind of missing a little bit of that winning ingredients. Nina Hartley, 19th time on the show. She's lovely. She's basically running stuff. With Sharon Kane, 21st time on the show. Like I said up front, she's our singer again. She sang a couple more times. In this, she has a couple more songs in part 2, which is cool. And now she was a teacher in part 1. Now she's officially joined the girls. They talk about her opening scene. Megan Leigh, or is it Megan Lee? They call her, it's her narrative self at the very wrap up that you just watched. They call her Megan Lee. I don't know. That makes me feel crummy because I really like her. So I would like to know how to say her name. I've called her Megan Leigh in the past. Maybe I should pivot now and call her Megan Lee. Unless Jim Holliday is messing with us in the closing voiceover. I bet you anything he was messing with Portia Lynn because it said she became the first NFL coach to win a Super Bowl. Her Las Vegas team beat the Detroit Lions, which that is an Ohio thing to do, which he went to college in Ohio. Me, Portia, Angel, we're from Michigan, who are constantly bickering with Ohio. And so Mr. Jim Holliday, Ohio, to put that little, if I was writing it, I would have said that she beat Las Vegas and brought the trophy home for Detroit Lions. Anyways, so maybe he was playing on the fact that people like this dum-dum mispronounce her name. See, I'm a reader. I don't hear audio. I read a lot, and so this is how I think I should say it. So my apologies. Tianna, 5. Bianca, 8. Isn't that cool? We just got to, those are our 2 girls from Party Doll Go-Go. Barbara Dare, 7. Britt Morgan and her buns, 6. Everyone's getting closer to the 10 movie club. That's good. Honestly, that's on me. I feel like the whole cast of Sorority Pink should be in the 10 movie club, or that's like a fail on Barefoot's part. These are all A-listers. Nina, 19, Kane, 21. That's what this whole list should be like. Keisha did wonderful. Her 11th time. She's in the 10 movie club. Lynn, she's getting up there. 4, not too shabby. Now I'm making excuses. That's 4, no, 4 is good. 4 is not good. Lynn, get your numbers up. Trinity Loren, also 4. Every single person, I'm just going to sound like a broken record. Everyone did amazing. Blanket statement right now. And Trinity Loren, you got a fan on Facebook right now because he's requested you twice, kind of 3 times, because on the last one I engaged and said, that's so dumb. We take requests if you want. I can just put you on the list. And I did. I wrote her on the list, but I didn't take a screenshot, which is just stupid. And Chrissy Snow, she was only in 2 pictures of her whole career. Sorority Pink 1, Sorority Pink 2. We've now done her whole career. She was one of the girls at the very end. You should have seen that end scene. If you're an adult, you can go seek out that end scene. A bit of a daisy chain, if you will. The guys in this movie, they're kind of secondary, maybe even tertiary. I say the women are the A plot. The sisterhood is the B plot. The men, they're tertiary. I always give props to John Doe. But what's crazy is that my two favorites, I have a lot of favorites. I know that I get teased a lot. But Tom Byron and John Doe are my 2 ultimate favorites. And it's pretty cool to see them in this movie together. Now, the 2 champions of Squeaky Clean Adult Films are Joey Silvera and Tom Byron. And they have been battling for, 7 months. And now it's crazy to see them in a scene together, acting together. You know how they usually go, he goes up 1, he goes up 1, he goes up 1, he goes up 1. So today, they both go up 1. Tom Byron, 42, Joey Silvera, 43. That is so many movies. John Doe, 15. Peter North, 29. And that's it for the fellas. And that's it. Thanks for watching. I hope you liked it. I liked it. I found 5 requests on Facebook that I took screenshots of while I was looking for the Trinity Loren. So if anyone from Facebook is hearing this, it's taken me 5 or 6 or 7 years to get good at requests. And now we've added Instagram, Facebook, and now it's just, I'm a one-man band. So I promise to try to be better. But thanks for watching for real. I appreciate it. We have donation buttons down here. We have a bit of a creed up here. And that's about it. I'll see you in 2 days. I hope you liked Malibu Spice. It comes out in about 6 hours. I'm going to go take a nap because I'm going to wake up and live chat with you guys. I'll see you on Friday for a B-side.